Greg DeMarco, the most polarizing and opinionated wrestling analyst on the internet.
It doesn't matter what you think!
The wrestling realist Patrick O'Dowd. Way off base, welcome back, down to earth.
That's cool. That's really cool.
The Greg DeMarco Show with Greg DeMarco and Patrick O'Dowd, the real deal in internet wrestling radio. Presented by 411 Media at 411media.com/wrestling. The Greg DeMarco Show.
Yes. Let's bring Adam Testa on, our good friend.
Let's bring Adam Testa on. Absolutely.
Yes, I already said that. Let's bring.
I was agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't argue with you there because you're agreeing with me, and thus I'd be arguing with myself.
Yeah, you're the host.
I am the host, that's right. I'm glad you know that. I do want to bring Adam Testa on, our good friend from Pro Wrestling Collision, which you can, of course, visit PW Collision on Twitter and talk all about their brand new promotion. First show coming up this weekend. I actually had the pleasure of visiting with Adam Testa. He was out in Arizona over the holidays. We shared a dinner at the Tilted Kilt, because everything comes back to Scarlet Bordeaux on this program. And we did hang out at the Tilted Kilt. And Adam was nice enough to join me there. He's nice enough to join us now on the show. Adam, welcome back.
Thanks for having me again, guys. It's always an honor and a privilege to be here.
Oh, yeah, no, it's our honor to have you on the show, and we're very excited to bring you in and talk about some wrestling and talk about a lot of exciting things that are going on for you guys there. But before we get to PWC, I will get beat over the head by some listeners if I don't at least ask you to, and maybe even share some final thoughts and just kind of put a bow on your own little Twitter controversy that you had back a little ways ago.
I guess I will just say that what happened, and I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason, and given the way things have developed with Pro Wrestling Collision and all of that, it's probably for the best that one commitment in life gave way to another. Obviously, I think I would have preferred, and a lot of other people would have too, if it had happened differently, but it's all behind us now, and just like we are with Collision, we're not dwelling on the past, and we're looking to the future instead.
There you go. Well said. Well said.
It's funny that you mentioned not talking about the past, because I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the past. Before we get to Pro Wrestling Collision, we do want to talk a little bit about how you got there. And so we'd like you to tell us a little bit about what happened to the crew at All American Pro Wrestling.
Well, as listeners to the show know, many of us who are affiliated with Pro Wrestling Collision now, we're affiliated with another company in the area. And on December 13th, we announced our intentions to kind of do our own thing. It's a new era. It's a new opportunity. We appreciate everything that people did for us under the old banner. We appreciate the support that we got from fans. 1 year ago, yesterday, was the biggest night probably in my professional wrestling life when we hosted Main Event and had Pac and Generico and Colt Cabana and Matt Cross all under one roof in southern Illinois, where it had seemed unimaginable that matches of guys of that caliber would be competing in wrestling. And we saw two of those gentlemen come back, and the other two are now, at least reportedly, in one case, signed with the WWE. So it was a great night for all of us, and we're looking forward now, a little more than a year later, to doing it again. But we do appreciate everything everybody did for us under the old banner. It's where we learned the way. It's where we learned how to do this, and where we gained the confidence to do it on our own. But at the end of the day, the best way to say it is that there were philosophical differences as it relates to the wrestling business, and we saw it as an opportunity to branch out and try something different.
So would you say you said philosophical differences? So was it a clean break, or is there any animosity between the two sides at this point?
As far as we're concerned, there's no animosity at all. We wish the owner and the people that are involved with the former promotion the best. We'll do whatever we can to support them. And people have asked, are wrestlers going to have to choose one side or the other? And I think that's the most ridiculous question I've ever heard. This is independent wrestling, and people deserve the opportunity to make whatever money they can and to get their name out there wherever possible. And I would never tell somebody that they can't work any other place, no matter where it is. That's their choice, what they want to do. But as far as we're concerned, we're focused on our thing, and we wish the others the best with what they're doing.
And yeah, and I mean, you're talking. I mean, it's good to hear that you're talking about this in a very sort of matter of fact way. It's not that big of a deal in terms of the moving forward. If this weekend's show does turn out to be a success, will you feel some sort of either vindication or like an "I told you so" sort of moment inside afterwards?
Not at all. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want this weekend's debut event to go well. If I said that I wanted it to fail, I'd be a complete and utter idiot, because why would we be in business and want it to fail? But we hope that people come out. It'll be the sign of confidence that people have in us, and that the locker room does, that we've seen from our fans. But until we see an arena filled with people there supporting us, it's kind of that lingering fear of, is this going to succeed? But that's the thing. And on December 13th, the day we split away, at the end of the day, Chris Hagstrom, who owns Pro Wrestling Collision, who is the man responsible for all of this, the man that's allowed me to live my dreams in indie wrestling and all of that, Chris asked me at the end of the day, do you think that we did the right thing? And I said, we've wanted to do this. This is our opportunity. One of two things happen. We either live and thrive or we die. But either way, we're doing it our way, and we're doing it how we want. And I'd rather have this. I'd rather have one show and fail than sit here for the next 20 years wondering what could have been.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and that's why we split off ourselves and why we have our site now and everything else too. Same exact thing. So let's talk a little bit about Pro Wrestling Collision at the high level, the mission and vision level. What can fans expect out of an event from Pro Wrestling Collision?
The mission statement, if you will, of Pro Wrestling Collision is pretty simple. We want to highlight the best independent wrestlers that this region has to offer. We're not going to sit here and throw out Dixie Carter-esque lingo saying that we're going to revolutionize the business, we're going to change things forever. No, not at all, especially in the beginning. Right now, we're just focused on getting things off the ground. We want people to see what quality independent wrestling is. We want to bring some of the guys that were left kind of in the shadows before, that never got a chance to shine for whatever reason. We want to give them their opportunities. We want to show the people that there is independent wrestling in the Midwest. I fully believe the Midwest can compete with the East Coast if people got their acts together and promoted Midwest indie wrestling right. And we're a smaller company. We use a lot of guys who are underexposed on the independent circuit, and we want to be a gateway for some of the talent to make it to the next level. Our professionalism, our production, those are our strong suits, and so we want to help the talent achieve the most that they can do. And I can't say too much on the record right now, but I will say that in the coming months, I think you'll see some of that, and you'll see some guys getting opportunity in bigger companies. And that was largely because of the platform that we had given them under the old banner and that we're going to continue to do as Pro Wrestling Collision.
Now, are you bringing in, what are you doing champion-wise? Are you crowning all new champions for the promotion?
We are recognizing the champions who were crowned at the October Show 0 Hour, the final show that we promoted and produced under the old banner. We are recognizing those individuals as the inaugural Pro Wrestling Collision champions. So Edmund Livewire McGuire is the recognized heavyweight champion. Brandon Espinosa and Ace Hawkins are the recognized tag team champions. And Joey O'Reilly is the recognized No Limits champion.
There you go. Very good. So bringing in the champions, starting off fresh place for them to perform, but should be good. And we're going to talk about the first card, and I'll let Patrick O'Dowd kick that off by asking you about the big tournament.
So yeah, Greg just mentioned there is a tournament that's taking place on the card. We'd like to talk a little bit about this. Tell us what's at stake in that tournament.
The Collision Cup is, like you said, it's our debut event. It's what the show is built around. It's a one-night, 8-man tournament featuring 8 of the best competitors, 8 of the guys that, as I said, are probably among the most underexposed talents in the Midwest that all deserve looks by other people. And this is their platform for all of them to break out. 7 of them who very much deserve it. One of them who isn't like the others. But they will have this opportunity, and the winner of the Collision Cup will be crowned the number 1 contender to the heavyweight championship, currently held by Edmund Livewire McGuire.
So you mentioned there's 8 men in the tournament. Is there a specific sort of format we're looking at here? Is it going to be unique to other tournaments, or are we looking at like a straight bracket?
It is a pretty straightforward bracket tournament. As I said, we're not, at this point in the game, we're not trying to revolutionize anything. We're just trying to get fans familiar with some of the talent who are on the show and get the name out there and get things off the ground. So it's just a pretty straightforward opening round, semifinals, final, single elimination tournament. Brackets are available online at facebook.com/ProWrestlingCollision and at ProWrestlingCollision.com. And we're actually doing a prediction pool on both of those websites where you can make your predictions for the tournament, and if anyone correctly predicts the entire thing, they will win a prize pack, including tickets to an upcoming taping as well as a DVD of the event.
Now, you mentioned a taping. Talk a bit more about the taping aspect and where you're going with that part of the product.
We're going to continue to use the same business model, if you want to call it that, as we did under the old banner. We'll have monthly live events, and for the first several months we'll tape, we call it TV. It's not really TV because it's not on television. Our old show used to be, but we will house those videos at youtube.com/PWCollision. And at each live event, we will tape 2 episodes of the main show, which will be a 1-hour show called Collision, as well as a secondary kind of web series, the velocity to our Collision, if you will, called Collision Course. And it will feature kind of more interviews and kind of behind-the-scenes type stuff, as well as some exclusive matches. So at each taping, you're really getting 4 episodes of TV taped. And we think that that's a heck of a deal and a lot of bang for your buck. And then that will culminate in May with our mid-season show, which will be a DVD taping. And then it will build to a season finale tentatively scheduled for September, which will kind of be the conclusion of the year's worth of build.
There you go. And, of course, this Saturday is the first event. It's Saturday, January 19th. 7 p.m. It's in the Southern Illinois University Student Center, Ballroom D. Check that out. Of course, you can buy tickets. And tickets are general admission tickets, $5. $5 pre-sale ticket online. How late in the week can someone buy one of those tickets?
I believe we will have pre-sale tickets up online through Friday evening, I believe, and then they'll still be $5 at the door. We wanted to give fans an easy entry point to come check out Collision and see what we're all about. We've moved towns from where we used to run, from Marion, Illinois to Carbondale, Illinois. It's only about 15 miles, but there's a lot of fans, especially students at Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, who may not have seen us in Marion but might be willing to check us out now that we're closer to campus. So we thought the $5 tickets is a great way to get them in the door. And if you pre-order your tickets, you will also receive 1 free raffle ticket per ticket that you buy to the show, with the prize being given away of a special commemorative poster, one of a kind. I'm going to delete the file off my computer to make sure none are ever replicated again. It's a one-of-a-kind poster, and it'll be autographed by everybody on the show.
Excellent. So a heck of a deal there, and it would be great to take that home, especially the fact it's autographed by everybody on the show, because someone on that show will, like you were talking about, get bigger bookings and could even likely end up on TV someday, and you'd get to have that autograph on a poster. So if you had to pick somebody on the roster that we should all be watching out for, who is somebody that you would pick and say, this is a guy you guys need to check out and watch out for?
It is hard for me to nail down any one guy. You look at the 7 of the 8 people entered in the Collision Cup, and they are among the most deserving people on the roster. You have Heath Hatton and Ace Hawkins, who were both on WWE pay-per-view back in April at Extreme Rules competing against Ryback. Brandon Espinoza is on OVW on a weekly basis. Big star down there, bright future for Espy. Matt Cage and Christian Rose of Team Overkill, one of the best tag teams out there, criminally underused. I don't always appreciate their manners or their tactics, but I can't say a bad thing about their skill when it comes to in-ring ability. And Kyle Sykes. Kyle Sykes is the rookie. He's the one that this tournament is his chance to really step up to the plate and prove himself and prove that he can hang with some of these bigger names. He has the endorsement of former WWE Tough Enough contestant Matt Cross, who he teamed with last summer at Summer Chaos under the old banner. And so Sykes is looking for his opportunity to really break out on his own.
Gotcha. And I tell you what, it looks like we have a caller on the line. There, caller soundbite there. Is it okay if we take a caller?
I guess so. We always love to hear from our fans.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this in advance. Caller from the 217 area code. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name's Alex Castle, and it doesn't really matter where I'm calling from.
Alex?
See, I'm tired. I heard Mr. Testa here say the number. I keep hearing 7. There's 7 people in this tournament. 7 people matter. I'm real tired of it. There's 8 people in this tournament, whether he likes it or not. I'm in the bracket. I'm on the poster. I'm on the Follow Friday even, if you can believe it. See, I matter here, whether Mr. Testa would like to believe it or not. And I have not been shown the slightest bit of respect.
Respect. Respect is more than a 7-letter word. Respect is something that you should show to the people who wanted to give you an opportunity, who wanted to put you on the show, who wanted to give you a spot so that you could show us that you really deserved opportunity. Showing respect to your boss is not forcing your way into a tournament. Threatening action, threatening legal action, physical action, threatening people of all levels of management, forcing our decision to take someone else out of the tournament, someone who had earned that spot based off their record in the past, to give in to a competitor who really honestly had a losing record in 2012.
That's some big claims, Alex. I mean, he's it doesn't sound like he's backing down. So I guess even calling you out a little bit there.
Yeah, he can say whatever he wants, but I don't know. I'm confused because what I heard was that I was to be given an opportunity, right? He said he wanted to give me an opportunity to show what I can do, and then said that I was not going to be in the tournament. And those things don't really mesh well for me. And another thing, don't let yourself believe for 1 second that you're my boss. You may run this company, but you don't run me.
All right, then. Well, we'll see who's signing paychecks from here on out.
Oh, you're not going to pay me now? Is that how this is going to go? I had to make threats to get into the tournament. What do you think I'm going to do if you take away my pay? See, it'd be irresponsible for me to tell you that I would hurt you. See, that would be a stupid thing. And I think that based on what I heard a little bit ago, you know a thing or two about saying stupid things on the internet and getting in trouble for them. So maybe you should watch what you say to me. I'm not going to threaten to hurt you. But if you don't stop this behavior, if you don't start showing me some respect and treating me like I'm an important member of this roster, the way you do the other 7 people you pander to, I'm not going to hurt you, Testa. I'm just going to make you wish you were dead.
Ouch, that's some big words there. And Alex, the one opportunity you do have now is you're in the damn thing. You're in the field. What kind of promise can you make? Are you predicting a victory? Are you worried that the manager might be against you? Like, what about what's going to go down on Saturday night?
Well, I don't know how many of you or how many of the listeners follow me on Twitter, but my New Year's resolution this year was that I'm going to win gold in Collision this year, or I'm going to leave forever. That's it. So if I can't win gold this year, I'm done. And then maybe Mr. Testa will get what he wants.
Gotcha. Well, we do appreciate it. And you mentioned Twitter, and you know what? It's my show, and so I'll give you the opportunity. If someone's not following you on Twitter, how can they do that?
They can follow me. I'm at This Is a Travesty, and they can, if they've ever watched my web show, All You Can Eat, you can find me on Facebook, Formspring, Words with Friends, Xbox Live, TSN, and maybe that's all we need for right now.
Gotcha. Well, you're definitely all over the place. Look, I appreciate you calling in. Good luck this weekend, and maybe pull off the victory. Maybe we can bring you on to the Greg DeMarco Show for a future appearance of your own.
Sounds excellent.
There you go. So Alex Castle joining us on the Greg DeMarco Show. Adam, definitely did not know that was him, man. I apologize.
You're just doing your job.
Doing the best that we can.
I just wish other people would do theirs without complaining.
A little bit of a message there, a little bit of a message, but hey, that's quite all right. Remind everybody where they can find information, and you know what, we talked a lot about the tournament actually. Real quick, what else is there on the show besides the tournament?
Besides the tournament, which will feature all 7 matches, opening round, semifinals, and finals in one night, we will also see 2 singles matches, one pitting Alex Castle's little partner, who's not much better than he is when it comes to dealing with people, Angeles Lane, will be taking on Twinkie Star, who will hopefully be able to shut Angeles Lane up once and for all, as I hope that Ace Hawkins can do in the opening round of the Collision Cup. And then Bull Bronson will be taking on the debuting El Matadoro. I don't want to take too much of your time, so I can't really explain how the El Matadoro deal came to be, but you can find more info on his biography at ProWrestlingCollision.com. We just really hope this kid knows what he's getting himself into. We're not really sure that he does. And rounding out the show will be a triple threat match, pitting Zach Sawyer against Farmer Billy Hills and Justice.
There you go. So check that out, and I do encourage everybody to go check out the El Matadoro biography. It is a good read over there at Pro Wrestling Collision. It's ProWrestlingCollision.com. It is this Saturday night, January 19th, 8 p.m. local time. It is in the SIU Student Center Ballroom D. Should be a great time. And again, only $5. You can't get any worse than that. So I'm sorry,
it's
7 p.m.
7 o'clock local time.
Yeah, doors open at 6. 7 p.m. start time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. But local, you're there. Get there at 6 o'clock. Doors open. Have a great time. 7 p.m. The show will kick off. Should be a good one. Adam, always appreciate you coming on. Always welcome you back again in the future.
All right. Well, one other thing I just wanted to put out there. I promised that I'd have a scoop for you guys, exclusive.
That's right.
In closing, I will just reveal that the first match ever in the history of Pro Wrestling Collision will be the opening round Collision Cup tournament match pitting Matt Cage against Joey O'Reilly. And if people don't know these two, they're essentially the AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels of the Midwest. They've done it time and time again, but every time they find a way to do something new, and they bring out the best in each other. And it's going to set the stage for the rest of Pro Wrestling Collision, and I hope that stage is continued to set with Ace Hawkins versus Alex Castle, because as his Twitter handle says, a Castle victory would be a travesty.
One, and Joey O'Reilly, of course, comes in, the No Limits champion. Matt Cage, one of the brightest stars on the roster. That's a hell of a way to kick off the show. Not just the first match on the show, but the first match ever in the history of Pro Wrestling Collision. So we appreciate you announcing that on the program, and definitely encourage everybody to check that out this weekend at the SIU Student Center. And go to ProWrestlingCollision.com. Where you can get links to the Twitter handle, Facebook, the YouTube channel as well. Expect lots of good things. You guys have already set the bar with the other banner you are under now, Adam, and I know you're going to do great things under this new banner of Pro Wrestling Collision as well. So we wish you all the best, and we hope to hear about a very successful evening this Saturday night.
Well, we appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy some Tilted Kilt soon.
Oh, I always will. Always will. Thanks a lot,
all right,
Adam.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.
See, Patrick, that time I waited before I hung up on him, just in
there
case.
You go.
Just in case. So, yeah, I did. Yeah, that was. Had I known that was Alex Castle, I don't know if I would have taken the call. I feel a little bad. I'm not gonna lie. I feel a little bad.
Aw.
So you know what? It happened. It happened.
You're just trying to please the fan base.
Exactly, just doing my job. Caller called in. Somebody was like, hey, this person wants to ask about the show. I'm like, this is a great opportunity for Adam to talk about his show. And it didn't exactly turn out that way. But, shit happens. What can you do?
Well, life will move forward. The sun's going to rise. Adam will pull through.
He will. He's overcome a lot. He's going to overcome this, too.